We're going to talk about strategies to win the 2020 US election and by promoting fairness and equality, and my name is Azel. Before that, we should talk about how the election actually works. First of all, there's the electoral college where people vote for the allocation of electoral votes in the state. And each state has electoral votes equal to the number of US senators plus US representatives. So in the case of state A having 2 senate and 8 representatives, they would have a total of 10 electoral votes, and if 70% or majority of the voters in that state votes for candidate A, then candidate A will receive all of those votes. Next, popular vote. The popular vote is the total amount of U.S. citizens who voted for a candidate, meaning that if the person of a candidate wins the popular vote, that means they have support of majority of the U.S. citizens. But then just because you win the popular vote does not mean you always win the election. There are 4 cases where this happened in the case of Donald Trump in 2016 and George W. Bush in 2000. And this all because the electoral college takes into account the state instead of the whole country. Now, target states. It is good to advise each state and try getting voters from them, but then at the same time, there should be states where you put less effort in and more effort in. The ones you put less effort in are the ones that don't change sides often, and the ones that have too little electoral votes. And the ones that you should pick are the ones that do change sides often and have big votes. Example, from this, MT and Wyoming, these two should not be picked because they have so little votes, while PA and OH, there should be vote and Florida, because they have such high votes, but then California and Texas. The reason why you don't pick states like them is because if you look at through time, the elections, Texas and California have not changed sides for the last at least 5 elections and more. This means they're probably not gonna vote for you. Next, for the campaigning, we're gonna talk. Before that, we should talk about Donald Trump. Now, Donald Trump, the strength of him is that he is very devoted to solving his issue, and so everyone who knows him will think about the wall he's trying to make. And then he's also very nationalistic and has a lot of national pride with the Make America Great Again, so that anyone who votes for him will also think that they're picking a person who has the best interest that lies in the country. And then the thing is, he also riles people up, and this cause, even though this is bad for some people, for him it's good because it gives a lot of publicity, not just for him in this country, but for all around the world. Now, the weakness, though, is that many people accuse him of crimes such as bribery, sexual assault, and rape on women, but causing people to not trust him at all. And there's also corporate corruption because he had a company before he became president, and he still has it just with his son. And now people think that if he becomes president, he's gonna use advantage of his rights as the president to improve his company. Next, publicity and talk. Now, we should always have live speeches and events, and also make your points clear so that you can have a personal talk. And then you should always have Q and A's, question and answers, where you can also try to answer people's questions so you can pull them into your side. You should also always hide your crimes because people can take advantage of that, and be very nationalistic because that means everyone will think of you as a person whose best interest lies in the country. Now, you should also get yourself known, even if it's bad publicity, so that everyone in the country can know about you. Then you should always prepare an answer for each issue that is prevalent in the U.S. and take the middle ground issues because we're trying to promote fairness and equality, and to promote fairness and equality, we need to take the middle ground, and we should also support and also get supporters from all sides. Then you should also choose one issue that you will drive through with as your main topic. Now, let's solve the issue. The issues to be solved. There's many issues like the LGBT, equality, and gun control. For LGBT, you should always support it, but then never advocate it because there's still people who don't like the LGBT community, and we're trying to make the middle ground, so we're taking the middle. And for equality, it's important to get minority support and to put them in the same size as everyone else in the world, and then also make sure that they don't have any benefits and they're doing as good as everyone else, but then don't put them on a pedestal higher than everyone else. For gun control, it's mainly a problem between Second Amendment versus the gun killings. So to solve this, we take the middle ground again and improve stricter gun laws. So this makes sure that people can still have guns. It's just that it's hard to get them. Now, this is gotten off from sources like these sources that show the most important problems in the United States. As you can see, education, poverty, healthcare, government, immigration, such and such. The same here. We just chose specific ones to pick. And immigration, the biggest, what people think are the biggest issue. And there's 2 sides for immigration. There's refugee versus terrorism, and it's mainly refugees, diversity, and equality versus terrorism's safety for the people in the state. Now, there's multiple types of immigration, which like family immigration, work immigration, education immigration, refugee, other humanitarian aspect, lottery visa. This is all to gain the green card so they can stay in the United States. Now, many refugees illegally immigrate because of the long time it takes for them to be allowed to enter because of the long process of immigration. Now, my solution and this will put them in danger, so they'd rather just illegally immigrate to put them in safety. Now, my solution is to make better effectivity, meaning that it's easier for a person to gain the rights to stay in the United States, but at the same time make sure that they still have a thorough background check. And just maybe to help with this, they can create a certain space where refugees can live while they are waiting to gain the rights to live in the United States, so that the citizens of the United States and the refugees can both be saved at the same time. Now we should agree with Donald Trump with there should be no legal treatments because that is still illegal. But then we do not agree with him when it comes to the wall because it wastes so much of a budget. Now, that is it. Thank you for watching and goodbye.